Welcome to Captured Online with Lynn Davis, fly fishing guide and casting instructor.
Yes! Look at that! Look at the size on that!
God. Wow. Undoubtedly that's a personal best wild brown trout.
Well guys, after a long journey, we finally made it to Rackwick Bay. As soon as we arrived, we were all blown away by the beauty of this breathtaking landscape here on the Isle of Hoy. Even though we only had an hour or so of light remaining, we couldn't resist a few casts on the local burn, just a few minutes walk from the cottage. All we needed was a single wet fly to tempt these small wily brown trout, but to be honest, these fish rarely see another angler, so I suspect they would have probably smashed into any fly we dropped in front of their noses. Most were small, averaging around 6 to 8 inches, but they fought well above their weight. This was the best fish I managed to land, not a monster by any means, but great fun nonetheless. As the light faded, we were secretly looking forward to the next day for the opportunity to finally get stuck into some Orkney sea trout.
Well, we've only had a few casts really. To my amazement, on about the second cast, I had a sea trout follow my lure underneath the surface here, just on this band of kelp in front of us. So Lynn has actually switched to the fly, so we'll have our bases covered with that as well. So it's quite encouraging. There's fish around. I'm going to keep the spinner for now. Well, hey! Oh. Sea trout on. Wow, for the size of the fish. Let's go in for it. Happy with that. A bar of silver. Come on, there we go. A Orkney sea trout.
Look at that, the first sea trout, look. How big's that, Ken? Pound and a half?
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna
Pretty good. See the marks?
get him back in there. The seal has had that one, but there you go.
Well
Happy
done,
days.
sir.
Been here 10 minutes, first one.
Yeah.
Had a follow. And what a place to fish as well, isn't it? It's incredible.
Well done, mate.
Right then, let's get back into
this.
action.
Okay, so here we are. First couple of casts on the fly. Really exciting stuff. Don't really know what to expect, but Kerry's just caught one, about 1.5 pounds on the spinner. I'm digging my heels in at the moment. I'm determined to see if I can get one on the fly. So I'm casting a reasonable distance out into the crystal clear waters here and just stripping back what they called platinum blonde. So it's a size 6 fly, predominantly white with a silver body and either a red or an orange sort of throat hackle or bucktail under hackle, if you like. Keeping it simple, short leader. I say short, it's probably 16-17 foot including the tapered leader, 9 foot tapered leader with a tippet on top of 10 pound fluorocarbon. Here's Kerry explaining to me the lure setup. We're using a Penn spinfisher reel along with 20 pound braid for extra bite detection. Coastal sea trout have fairly soft mouths, so it's important to set your drag correctly. You don't want it too hard or the fish might pull the hook. And of course, you can always adjust the drag while playing the fish. The rod is a Savage Gear SG4, 9'2", rated for 7 to 24 grams, designed specifically for sea trout in mind, with its very soft tip, which helps cushion the take of a fish. We've got a 2-foot trace of 15 pound fluorocarbon that's attached to the braid using a tiny swivel. We're fishing with an inline lure made by a company called Westin. These lures can slide up the line away from the mouth of the fish. This lure also spins freely, which adds to the attraction. This is rigged up with a single hook, which is more fish friendly and better suited for catch and release. Sea trout are often found higher up in the water. A faster retrieve helps keep the lure nearer the surface when fishing over weed and rough ground. Keeping your rod tip high also helps in this regard. You can also vary the retrieve, and Kerry showed me what's known as a spin stop, where he paused mid-retrieve, allowing the lure to flutter downwards. Fish will often hit the lure at this moment. Lure fishing is a great way to cover a lot of water, moving along the shore, fan casting and targeting any features or structures that may hold fish. Well, here we are. We've moved along the bay and we're fishing the ebb of the tide now. Probably see Kerry in the distance there. He's spinning at the moment. Alan's on the fly. Interesting place. I think we're all looking forward to the high tide again this evening, about 8 PM, where we'll be able to hopefully intercept some sea trout on the high tide. In the meantime, we'll have an hour or so here now.
There we go. Sea trout. Wow. That is a fresh sea trout in the sea. There we go. Nice silver sea trout. Sick fish of the day. I'm going to put this one back.
Kerry went on to enjoy some cracking sport on the lure rod, while Alan and myself persevered with fly rods. Okay, so Kerry's catching fish up to about 1.5 pounds behind me, and he's in again from the sounds of it, yeah. And Alan has hooked one and lost it, about 2 pounds he said. That's encouraging, so I've just come up to join him now in between them. There's quite a fast flow here. Hey, first fish, look, at last. On the fly. I don't think he's very big. What is it?
Oh, it's a pollock.
Oh, it's a little pollock. Hey, there he is, look. Smallest pollock I've ever seen in my life. Oop, there he goes. Here we are, first evening session. Just got to the same bay actually that we started this morning. Waiting for the tide to turn really. It's coming in. There's Alan down there. And there's Kerry over there. Kerry's spinning. Alan and myself are on the fly. Absolutely lovely place. So this will fill up now for the next 2-3 hours. So we're here in plenty of time. Hopefully we'll have some action now on the fly as well. Kerry just had one, look. About 1/2 to 3/4 of a pound on the spinner. That's a good sign. This wind is interesting. It's quite a stiff right to left wind, which isn't great for me being a right-hander, but perfect for Alan down there, look. He's enjoying himself much more than me at the moment. So I'm in the thick of it now. It's really pushing through here now. It's quite unnerving actually, because the wind is howling from my right to the left, yet the current is going from left to right. So it's all a bit of a mad experience. But as you saw, sea trout literally 10 yards from me just jumped clean out the water. So they are here. Kerry's catching them on the spinner, but me and Alan are struggling on the fly. The theory is that obviously Kerry's able to get a lot further out, and I think they're following it in, you know. But we keep on going.
Okay, just had a good sized fish smash into the lure here. Slightly small ones here, but this is the best one I've seen. Not quite ready yet. There we go. Got him, yes! That's Orkney sea trout, over 2 pound.
Good morning all. It's Tuesday and it's about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we just arrived at the first location and I've gone to the dark side. Kerry did so well yesterday on the lures with a spinning rod, so I decided to focus my efforts this morning on the lure rod too. And the good news is I've already had a follow. A little sea trout of about 1 pound was following me in. Could see him sort of last 10-12 foot of the cast, but he turned away. But it's a positive sign. I'm feeling confident. According to Alan, we've been very lucky with the weather for Orkney. Yeah. Such a beautiful island. Hoy. Just about settling into the holiday now. Learning very much about the tides and the water, etc. The wind. It's all new to me. I don't really do much saltwater fishing, so it's good to be out of your comfort zone. I flogged the fly all day yesterday, most of the day, and a couple of knocks and taps and one tiny pollock. Today is the day. I'm feeling it. I'm going to have my first sea trout. Just working our way along the bay here. The geese, look. Tide's dropping quite quickly now, so we're here in plenty of time for the hotspot. Just doing some short casts along the shore before we get to the point. Crystal clear water in front of me. Yay!
Yes!
Look at that, folks. Look at that. Wow. How big's that, Kerry? About a pound, pound and a half?
Pound and a half, I'd say.
Yeah. Well done.
Right, let's get it back.
It always amazes me just how far you can cast with a lure setup, especially when using braid. It's certainly a great way to cover more water when wandering the coastline. I soon found out that it's quite easy to tangle this thin braid, so I reduced any slackline by maintaining tension, especially when casting into the wind. I try to get into the habit of feathering the line to straighten out the cast before the lure hit the water. I can definitely see the benefit of carrying two setups when fishing the coast. Conditions can change so quickly here on the Isle of Hoy.
What a good boy.
So we've just arrived, 2-minute drive from the coast, and we're on this 10-acre or so wild brown trout loch. It's amazing really. 1 minute we're lure fishing for sea trout on the coast, and within a couple of minutes we're fishing for wild brown trout. I'm back in my comfort zone for sure. This is heaven on earth for me. So excited to have a cast here. I understand there are a reasonably good head of trout in here, so fingers crossed. We're going to give it an hour now, see how we get on. Kerry's over the far bank, and I've decided to walk the opposite bank, and Alan is, surprise surprise, he's talking to a pair of local workmen there. Yeah, let's give it a go. There we are, first fish, look, at last. Turned a couple, taking a point fly, which I think is some sort of black hopper come cork pattern. Oh, it's only a small fish, but more than welcome. Oh, off he comes. I'm just walking up to the top right hand corner, and I'm going to work my way back. Lovely peat stain coloured water. Locals say it's quite a dour loch. Nothing really risen. I saw one fish rise and I cast to it and it took it, so that's usually the case on these remote lochs. If you see a fish and you cast to it, they generally have a go at it. So fingers crossed, we'll see some action here now. Better fish on here. See if I can net this one this time. Taking the dropper, look. Come on. Yes. Hey. There he is. Look at the spots on that. All of 6 to 8 inches. Off you go. this day being so bright and sunny, we decided to try something a little bit different. A spot of pollock fishing. Alan took us to one of his favourite marks at low tide, which looks across the Pentland Firth towards the Scottish mainland. Today, we were fishing with heavier outfits, jigging large lures and feathers through the deep water rock mark in search of specimen pollock. Unfortunately, the larger fish proved elusive, although at one point I did manage to connect to a big pollock, which I reckoned to be around 4 to 5 pounds. With the drag set tight, I struggled to hold on to my reel handle as the fish bore deep, only to break my 30-pound braid at the swivel. No names on who tied the knot. Carey. With bright blue skies and a stiff southeasterly wind, the fishing was challenging to say the least. Nevertheless, it was another great experience for me, and such a beautiful part of the island for us to visit.
Path is into a sea trout now. We've dropped into a bay here, which looked very fishy, and we had a tip off about how good this spot could be, and it paid off straight away. I managed to land one about £1. I've lost 2, and here's Al into his first sea trout of the trip. Well done. Only a wee bugger, but they all count. Little bar of silver.
Back.
Yay! Hey! A wee sea trout.
Well, look at this, what a result. Lynn has finally hooked into a sea trout which hasn't spat the lure out straight away. Well done.
It's been a long time coming. Look out, I'm on a run now. Look at that.
Beautiful fresh bar of silver.
Oh, amazing.
Well done.
So, we just had a bite to eat now, and it looks as if we're going to be fishing a loch today, something different.
Yeah, we're gonna head up to Helldale Loch. It's about 150 acres of deep, mysterious, peaty water, reputed to hold, you know, not that many fish, but some very big fish. There's Arctic char in there as well as brown trout. This could be the day to give it a go, Len. We've got a lot more cloud, a lot more wind.
Yeah.
You know, compared to what we've had, it's a bit more favourable. You know,
certainly feels fishy, doesn't it, in that regard, compared to yesterday. It was bright sunshine, and it's windy, which is always good on these lochs. So
yeah. So yeah, we just got that feeling, didn't we, that we'd give that a whirl.
Yeah. So what's the approach today then? Just stripping wets, or?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Let's put some big nasty stuff on, some disturbance making wets and some lures maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and we will bring the spinning rod as well, just if it is hard going.
I bet.
Yeah. Have a cast for the spinner.
Okay. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this one. So.
Yeah,
let's do it.
definitely.
Okay, so here we are, Helldale Loch. There's Carey, chucking the lures out. Alan's gone for a walk around the right hand side with the lure rod as well. I'm braving it with a fly. By all accounts, there's a nice bay here on the right hand side, which is the best chance for me. So I got a sedge hog on the point, black, and a Bondi type fly with a red tag on the dropper. Let's see how we get on here.
Well, would you believe it? Carey's hooked into a lump of a trout on the lure rod. As soon as it hit the water, it took it. Well done. We're on a huge run, and it looks as if Carey's got the fish under control at the moment.
To get into these rocks.
Good fish.
You'll be fine. It's a massive fish.
Yes! Look at that! Look at the size! Oh my god! Would you look at that? Look at the size on that!
Wow. Undoubtedly that's a personal best wild brown trout.
Well, Carey, what a fish!
Yeah, incredible. It's probably a 5-6 pound, perhaps more. I mean, the back on the fish is incredible, and the depth. Look at the tail. It's a real Scottish monster.
It is brilliant. Such a vicious take as well.
Yeah, as soon as it landed, it took me by surprise, bang. And he just went straight off the reel then. Took a bit of playing, but some anxious moments, and the hook actually came out in the net. But yeah, look at that, incredible. Big kipe on it. Cockfish.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Look at that. Such a handsome fish, Carey.
Incredible, isn't it?
The red spots.
That's a wild brown trout of a lifetime.
It is, it is.
And there he goes. Back into the mysterious depths to where he came.
Fantastic. Well done, Carey. Do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to come off the fly rod and I'm going to go on the lure.
Thought you would.
Well done.
Well, I carried on fishing for a couple of hours with the lure rod, but to no avail. Meanwhile, Alan had walked the entire length of the loch. Honestly, the man is a machine. And of course, what a spectacular fish there for Carey. Alan was keen to show us one of his favourite marks at low tide, where he's enjoyed good success in the past. After quite a challenging 20-minute walk, we came across the remains of the Leicester City trawler, which ran aground back in 1953. You can see Alan here in front of some wreckage to give you a sense of just how big these structures really are. Unfortunately, due to such a big spring tide, the water was too low to allow us to fish effectively, so we decided to head back to the local cafe for some dinner. So we just had a pit stop in the cafe, and we're just going to give this area a quick go before we head back to the cottage. So Fingers crossed. I'll see some action now. Yes! I'm in. Great stuff. It's a nice fish as well. Cast along the weed there. Oh, he's off. He's off. He's off. In again. Hopefully this one will stick. Okay. Come on, bite. Look at that. 3/4 of a pound. Doesn't get much fresh in that, does it? Let's put him back up. Well done, Al. Well, another great day's fishing comes to an end, and luckily we all managed to catch fish. We've been blessed with a glorious sunset, but the light is fading fast, so it's time to call it a day. I can't believe just how quickly this week's gone by. It's sad that the trip is almost over, but we're all excited to see what our last day tomorrow will bring. Okay, so here we are. We're all off to Rackwick Bay to fish the ebb. So Alan is walking with myself, Kerry is 300 yards away, trying to get the hot spot. The sun is shining and it doesn't look too bad down there, Alan.
No, it's first time it's been calm enough this week. In fact, not calm enough in months. So
Right.
We might get struck lucky today.
Yeah, I've got the fly rod with me just in case, but looking at this wind, maybe we'll be fishing the lures more than the fly, but it's with me just in case. This is the old bothy. How old do you reckon it is, Alan?
I don't know, as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
It's called burn nose,
Wow, okay.
because of the burn coming in, obviously.
So impressive. Look at this landscape. Here we are. Breathtaking. Kerry's to my right. Alan's behind me. And I'm just going to have a go with the lure in front of this burn to begin with, and hopefully as the tide drops we'll be able to fish the fly. Oof! The breakers coming in now. Look at that, crystal clear water. Fish on! I got a sea trout on. Alright. Casting off Rackwick Bay, look. Yes. Oh. Come on, bite. Yes! Hey! First sea trout off Rackwick. Fish of about a pound, I say. Wonderful. Look how fresh he is, Al.
Yeah, superb.
him
Aren't they
back.
wonderful things?
They are.
Right,
Put him
we're going
back.
to attempt putting him back, yeah?
Got another one on. It's a bigger fish, this is. They do. Oh, he's off. Got another one on, guys. Here we go. He took me really far out. A better fish, I think. Where is he? It's a bit of a job to get them in this surf. Oh, there he is. Right. Look at that. Come on. Yes! That's a better one. Wow, look at that, folks. Got a pound on the lure again, look. Wonderful. Alan's into one here, look. Show me how it's done. I shall. Look at that. Well done, Al.
Happy with that one? I'll put him back.
Well done.
There we go. Underway.
Well done, boss. Got another one out. It's all kicking off here. Woo! That's another one. That's a good fish, that is. That's a good fish. Right. That's a good fish. Look at that. Oh, I'm shaking here. These waves are going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, he's off. He's off.
Well, we're down on Rackwick. We came down at high water, hoping for the best, because the sea is calm, which doesn't happen very often. And we've fished it down. It's about halfway out now, so we're having a little break. But we've done all right. What do you say, Lynn?
I've hooked 5, landed 3. It's quite difficult to get them in over the surf, you know, because they're on obviously, and the big breakers, and they're coming off. So, yeah, Alan's had 2 of you.
I think so, yeah.
2, lost a few. Kerry's had 2, lost one really big one. He said it's about £4. So we're looking forward to tonight.
Yeah. So we can give the flooding tide a go. We've had local advice, so never ignore local advice.
No. So we're going to go back now and have a quick break.
Yeah.
And then come back in about an hour or so.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Okay. See you later, guys.
See you later. Yeah.
So this is it, Kerry. This is the final session.
It is. It's our last fix on the sea trout.
Yes.
You know, the last day. It's day number 6. We've been on Rackwick Bay this morning, and we've all caught fish here. Seen plenty of fish, follows, lost fish. So yeah, coming into the evening, late afternoon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Sad really, this is the last session, but I think we are pretty fished out, aren't we? After it's been quite intense, to be fair.
It has, yeah. The feet are sore.
Yeah.
And we probably need some sleep now, don't we? But it's been worth it though, hasn't it?
Oh, 100%. You know, I had a great session today, so I think the only challenge for me, I know it's a slight chance of it, but I'd absolutely love to catch one of these sea trout on the fly. We shall see. So
you never know. We've got a low tide here.
Yeah.
With some lagoons which could potentially hold a few sea trout at low water. And they're probably just about fishable on the fly. In fact, as we go over this here,
Yeah.
You can see the little lagoon to the left of us there, that little channel.
Ah, okay.
That's like darker water.
Yeah, yeah.
And that sandbar there on the left, so I think we should head down there.
Okay. Yes, Kerry just pointing out now that we were actually catching fish in these sandy areas here. We were casting alongside those big black rocks there, and Kerry was fishing further along, and there's another little finger there of sand. So yeah, it's interesting at low to see the structure of the bay. So we're going to go down and give this low water a go now. This looks great, doesn't it? Oof. Just imagine a little sea trout holding in there. There he's into a fish here in a little lagoon. Well done. Look at that. Well, what an adventure it's been. A trip we'll always remember. Hoy truly is a stunning place to fish, with the ever-changing light and the dramatic landscape. We were lucky enough to experience some fantastic weather and really got to see the island at its very best. We were also lucky to enjoy some great sport from the moment we arrived, from the windswept bays to the wild lochs. But at the end of the day, as enjoyable as the fishing proved to be, what made it more special for me was the time spent with good friends. And of course, we managed to make a few friends along the way too. I just want to say a huge thank you to both Kerry and Alan for making this trip so memorable. Lots of laughs and plenty of action. What more could an angler wish for? We really hope you enjoyed the video, guys, as much as we enjoyed making it. So, thanks for watching, and as always, until the next time, tight lines. Dramatic landscape with
Good enough.
Alan just got so. Okay, so we done something. Oh. We'll have some action. Yeah, look at my reels, got a pound in.
It's after you. Sorry.
So what's the... So what?
You're not going to eat all that.
Have a good go, is it? But heading south again. Oh, swabbing.